Hello!
Great start.
I try. Welcome to freaking productivity. It's Preptober and we're working and we're gonna do stuff and who the fuck knows? But we're here and I have plots and plans. And I dragged Mars along.
Hello.
And that's the introduction for today. Oh, okay. I remember how to do this. Do I remember how to do this?
You're doing great.
Been a minute. Been away. We've been playing Baldur's Gate, and I have a problem, but it's fine. How's it going? How's everybody doing? What you're working on? And I'm asking them all at once so we can just. Hi.
I will find food at some point, and then I don't know what I'm doing after that because I have too many things going on.
Mood. All the too many things.
I'm looking at my to-do list, and I'm like, that's a lot more than I remembered writing, but okay.
So you just got some to-do list gremlins just coming in and adding shit.
That's really what it feels like sometimes. Because I make my to-do list at the end of the day, and so I'll just like put down things that I'm like, okay, this is stuff I would like to get done tomorrow, and then I'll wake up and I'll be like, I didn't write down the things I have to do, so then I'll write down the things I have to do, and then the list is like 15 things long, and I'm like, okay.
Like, this is my life now. Woo. Yeah. I'm working on the hopefully final motherfucking revision of Second Soul. Mostly just noting things, and then November is probably going to be the actual editing of the chapters, unless I finish this really fast. Who knows? Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Nikki come in half an hour early. I love it and I appreciate it. And hello. And Mullen is here. Hello. How are you doing, lovelies? How are we doing? What's the vibe?
I think it's good. We won't get ahead of ourselves yet, but like we'll go with good.
Right? It's still like just a lot too early.
Yeah.
I am so very low energy, trying to be high energy, which is costing energy. So I'm in this space of I'm gonna freaking nap after the stream, but I better get work done first, or it's fine.
Nap after the stream. Literally, after stream naps are definitely the time that I sleep the best out of any time.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 100%. 100%. Or I might go play more Baldur's Gate 3 because I have a problem.
Or you can nap and then play Baldur's Gate.
It's true. It's true. It is true. Violet is here. Hello. I can't see this emoji now without thinking of a hat dragon.
I know.
Like, it used to be associated, unfortunately, with you, and then it got associated with KC.
And now it's Hat Dragon.
And now it's Hat Dragon. Doesn't matter. The character has its own name. It's Hat Dragon. Mullen says, I am at my day job, so just doing some bits and then hopefully some reading, some story genius, if people leave me alone. I hope
That's
people
fair.
leave you alone, because yeah. Somehow 2 minutes late. But that's okay. And Nikki had to clean up a broken lamp. Oh no!
Oh my god, it's just like in the book, Nikki. Nikki and I read The Werewolf of Fever Swamp together yesterday, and there's a broken lamp in the book.
That's awesome. Oh goodness. Do we have Preptober plans? Is there who's Preptobering and who's laughing at it going, fuck you?
I mean, I guess I have Preptober plans because I have to outline the book that I want to work on for Nano, but I wasn't calling it Preptober in my head. You gotta do the thing.
That was spooky.
I did.
Did you hear it? I don't know. I guess you wouldn't hear it. But like as you were talking, your voice got like pulled away, like creepy apartment hallway echo sort of, and then it came back and then it went again, and I'm just like,
I don't like that.
that was really cool and kind of creepy, which means it was really cool.
I mean, I am known for technical difficulties, so
This is true. This is true. Is anyone doing Preptober? And if so, how? Very, very carefully. My Preptober is chaos because I'm making notes on every single chapter and then counting all the POVs and which chapters they show up and how many times they have their own POV. And then we get to decide if anybody gets murdered. And when I say murdered, yeah, I say stuff like that just to get Mars that reaction.
I should expect it at this point.
So much fun. I'm sorry. No, it's like there might be a couple POPs changing. They might be getting, so it's like I might be giving POVs to other people. Yeah, so that's why that chart is there. And then each, like my notion is like chapter 1 notes, chapter 2 notes, chapter 3 notes, chapter 4 notes, like all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how Crystal's spending her Preptober. I need more coffee. Nikki says there was even mild yelling at the dog to retreat to her. Did Hurricane Willow break the lamp? Because that. Oh yeah, I got that one already. I have never done it.
I think Sarah Cannon just put out her Preptober workbook video like yesterday or the day before. If you wanted to check that out, I haven't used it, but I know a lot of people do. There's a couple of people who put out Preptober workbooks, but I think she's the only one I've seen so far.
I've never seen like organizationing your Preptober videos. I just like, okay, I think this is gonna work, and if it does, yay!
I'll try and find the video when we start the sprint, and I'll share it in the chat.
Sweet. Not angry, just scared she'd cut her feet. We don't want puppies hurting their feet.
Nikki!
Fair enough. Well, should we do the sprinty sprints?
Yeah.
I do have the bees, the gays, and the lavender haze set up. Unless we wanted to do something a little bit more chaotic, which is the shuffle button. What's the vibe? Also, looking workbooks up online, and oh my god, there is a video like prepping for Preptober.
That's too far.
Prepping for the prepping month, during which we'll be prepping for the thing. What?
That's like the clip from the Emperor's New Groove when he says the poison for Cusco, the poison made specifically for Cusco, Cusco's poison.
You know? There we go. Prepception. That's a thing now, apparently. Yes, the bees. Ow. The bees, the gays, and the lavender haze. Okay, I got this. And push this button. And so we're starting off with the Chunkinator 5000, which is... Wait, what? What just happened?
What happened?
Google just tabbed me over to that tab when I said share my screen, bitch.
Interesting.
Oh, I think I know why. Hold on. We got this. I'm going to move you over here. Oh, I do not like how this feels. I feel like freaking Tony Stark going, how does Fury do this? Because now
It's fascinating watching you do things when we have no idea what's going on.
well, this monitor is a little. I think I'm a little over to the one side because this monitor feels really, really far away.
Mm-hmm.
This one, and my timers are now on this one. So then I can do this, and I can do that. So because StreamYard was also on this monitor, which is why Google was
Mm-hmm.
weird. So, but we're here. We got this. Yes. What, the perception?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do, and you need to share it on the Discord so we can all admire it. Anyway, we'll be right back after these bees.
That was not correct.
Like, yeah, no, that was correct. That's the end of the bees. How did it go?
So long, but also so quick.
I know.
I didn't have strawberries because the babies were both sleeping out in the living room and I didn't want to bother them, so I just grabbed chips and came back in here. So I ate some chips, and then I scheduled my stream for the Storyteller's Hearth Weekend Relay, of which Crystal will be on my channel. What else did I do? Oh, I wrote like 150 words. That's about it.
Sweet. Yeah. I'm working on chapter 6. It did not get through it. I was stuck on the first paragraph for like 20 minutes trying to reword it because I realized I was saying 2 separate things at once. It's like, yeah, no, so the curtains are fully drawn and there's a little bit of light, but there's light. And it's like, yeah, but there is no curtains. I'm just like,
okay.
So I did some things before, you know about them. I don't know how this book, this was not ready. This was not ready. I am having multiple, like, I'm listening to this going, why did I do the thing that I did? This is like the most embarrassing thing on the planet. Hi, how we doing? That's my current mood right now. It's been my current mood for the last couple of days. Anyway, there's the link for Sarah Cannon's Preptober workbook video.
I haven't watched it. I just saw that it went up. It's like an hour long, and I'm like, do I really want to do that?
That is like while I'm eating supper video, you know, or while I'm cooking the supper thing. I'm like doing. I have a rough time just sitting sometimes. Like, that is I have no more projects or work today. I'm now going to spend hours on YouTube. That's me. Nick says, why does it take 40 minutes to clip an hour to down? Or, wow.
You're doing great.
Am I though? Why does it take a 40-minute clip an hour to download, but 68 clips that add up to an hour of footage take half of the time? LMAO. Long things take a while. That's why I stopped doing gaming VODs, like to actual like. That's why I switched to doing gaming streams instead of videos, because the upload the rate to get them downloaded and edited was such a pain in the ass. It's like I could spend 3 hours streaming, or I could spend 6 hours editing the same footage. No. Take a look. Followed by that emoji. YouTube deleted the message that I left and left just the emoji. Oh no.
I don't know why it does that. Like, what in YouTube's like coding or whatever causes that glitch?
Yeah, YouTube's drunk. That's my answer. YouTube is drunk. Again. We gotta send it to AA. Nikki says, I watered my plants and scrolled TikTok while I waited for this video. Malin's gonna watch the 2 times speed.
Fair enough.
Solid. Sorry, math problem. No, it's Crystal just can't seem to read very well. It's a time. I'm in that, like I was saying before we went live, I'm in that place between way too tired and trying to be on at the same time. Or maybe I said that during the stream. I don't actually know now. Anyway, I am a time. We all know this.
Mm-hmm.
Mullen says, I did about 10 pages of Story Genius and did some work.
Nice.
Sweet. Appreciate some work. But Nikki says, I want to watch movies in spooky modular while I paint. I don't know what it is. You did mention an app. I did. Might have.
Yeah.
Well, since it came up, so what? So it's spooky season. Anybody doing anything interesting for spooky season? I'm probably going to ask every single week for this month. But
Normally, I try to watch spooky movies, but I've been in the Lord of the Rings mood, so I watched the first Lord of the Rings the other day. I might watch the second one today because Jacob is gone literally until like dinner time. Normally, he goes to the office on Tuesdays and he gets back around like 4 o'clock. But there's this like big event happening in the evening, like a dinner or something or other for his job, so he's not going to be home until like 8:30. So it's just me, and I gotta entertain myself. So I might watch the second Lord of the Rings. And I don't know if that's spooky, but it's definitely autumnal.
Yeah. Nikki, any season mood, but also LOTR, totally fine. Yeah. I've been tasked to watch the first and second Hocus Pocus sometime this month because I've never seen the Hocus Pocus movies. And the Fang fam are very offended by this.
Can I? Controversial statement here.
Uh-oh.
Hocus Pocus is good, but it's not like watch every day for a month straight kind of good. And that's coming from me, who is autistic and watched the same movie 500 times. Like, I like Hocus Pocus, but the amount of like, if you've never seen Hocus Pocus, you're not a true Halloween like, no, it's not that good. Also, I still haven't seen the second one, and I don't think I ever will. I read the book because the second one was a book first, and then a movie, maybe? I don't know.
I see. I'm like, we know I'm a hardcore rewatch girl. I don't watch new things very often. When I do, I'm basically talked into it. Because comfy, watch all my things. So, because anxiety doesn't, I don't have to be emotional about something that I already know how it ends. Anyway.
Oh, see that I like being emotional about things. Like when I read The Bone Houses, that's literally the third time I've read that book, and I was still sobbing, even though I knew exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah, I avoid rom-coms because they make me cry, and I don't have time for that. I cry on my own, so I don't need help. But no, like, I don't understand watching like a movie like 5 times in a row, or like I'll watch Vampire Diaries once a year. I'll watch Supernatural once a year. I'll watch Moonlight once a year. But that's because that's my routine. But I don't go over once a year. But I've never watched Hocus Pocus, so I don't know.
I do. There's a lot of things that I'll do once a year. Like I've started reading The Bone Houses once a year. If it's been like more than a year, I might rewatch a thing. But sometimes there's exceptions. Like a couple of years ago when Demon Slayer first came out, the first season, I watched it, and then there was a day where I didn't do anything, and then I immediately rewatched it. And like what's it called? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 1. I watched that in January and then again in March. So like certain things I can rewatch or reread more regularly, but most of the time I like need to give myself that space between rewatches and rereads.
Scrolling up just a smidge. Mullen says it's still sunny in the UK and it's 20 degrees, which is making it hard to get into the dreams weather, right?
Let me just translate that to Fahrenheit real quick.
That's warm.
It's 68 degrees Fahrenheit, which it's been in the 60s here for a couple of weeks, but for some reason this week it's back to being like almost 80 degrees. And I'm like, why? It's October.
Yeah, it is. Malin and I have the same temperature right now. I just looked. I was gonna wear my leather jacket because I was gonna be badass goth bitch today, and I'm just like, this is too warm. This is way too warm. We're not going to do this.
So it's currently 82 degrees here, which is 27.7 Celsius.
In October?
In October!
That's a crime. That is a crime.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really hard to get into sweather weather. Oh, teens are fun. I'm just going to rewatch Practical Magic. Practical Magic!
That's a good one.
It is so good. I love Practical Magic. I've got to watch it again. I haven't watched it in years.
I want to reread it this year, maybe, if I can fit it in.
Do it. Well, I was gonna say do it, but I'm like, wait. I remember what you said about your to-do list. Maybe don't.
I mean, I'm still going to be reading books, like I'm doing Spookopoly. The if I can fit it in is more if it fits a prompt than.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
I shouldn't be reading as much as I plan on reading, but I do like books, so. I have too many things going on. Someone stop me.
I mean, I would try, but I also respect that you are a grown-ass adult capable of making grown-ass adult decisions.
And I had ice cream for lunch the other day.
You know that reel that I made where, or yeah, it was the reel saying what I was doing in Preptober, and I was that little piece of coffee cake. That was an entire giant Swiss roll, and I ate in one sitting for breakfast. Like,
That's fair.
Nikki says, I got the book Cackle from Libby yesterday, and I've been watching X-Files for the first time. That's fun. And I'm thinking about watching Labyrinth.
Labyrinth is one of my favorite movies of all time. Please watch it.
Is that the David Bowie one? I always get Pan's Labyrinth and Labyrinth confused.
I mean, I also really love Pan's Labyrinth, but Labyrinth with David Bowie, so good.
I've only ever watched it once, and the way it was watched in itself is slightly problematic, because it was watched as this is what you should be worried about, because I went to Bible camp.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
So I can't, like, everyone loves Mary. And I'm like, yeah, this is twisted for me, because back when I was younger, it was used in a problematic fashion, and now I can't watch it without remembering my yishy time in Bible camp. So it's a time. I watched Practical Magic for the first time this year too. It is so fun. Practical Magic and The Craft.
I do really like The Craft.
Are my top two.
I was thinking of watching Twin Peaks for the first time, but I can't find it streaming anywhere. I can only find the movie. Because there's 2 seasons and then the movie, and then they recently did a 3rd season, like 2 years ago, I think. I've never seen any of it, but I really want to. I just can't access it.
Yeah,
so if anyone knows any not maybe legal ways, definitely don't send me any links.
There you go. You have do the thing, or don't do the thing, because legalities.
I definitely don't want any links to stream things illegally.
None at all. We're not about that here.
We are law-abiding citizens.
Yep. It was so good. Not at all what I thought it was. Yeah, that's fair. Ooh, controversial opinion.
Halloween, not controversial, it's just the truth.
Halloween Town was good. I'm sorry. It was made for an audience that, like, didn't feel like it was made for that audience. It was one of those really good, lifetimey but not. I loved Halloween Town.
Maybe I will get on my friend's Disney Plus to watch Halloween Town. Oh, I really hope he still has Disney Plus.
Do it. If mine was actually mine, I'd be like, here. But
I don't have any streaming services of my own. I have my parents' Netflix, although they recently changed the password and I don't have that now, so I don't technically have access to Netflix. But my friend Zach has HBO Max, my friend AJ has Hulu, my friend Brandon has Disney Plus. I'm like, why would I pay for any of this?
Right. I'm not keen on paying for things, but I do have all 3 right now. Disney's not mine. Amazon's mine, but I got it as a free trial because I'm that way sometimes. So I've got to cancel that at some point. And then I got Netflix because I wanted to watch Lucifer, but now hubby has he's watching a bunch of different animes now. So I'm like, I can't get rid of I'm like, God damn it, babe. I want to get rid of Netflix because I'm done watching Lucifer.
See, my boyfriend's brother works for Amazon, so we have Amazon Prime for free through him.
That's dope. That's day. That's awesome. Yeah, totally agree. Superiorness. And Nicole Kidman and all the outfits, the whole movie. Chef's
I'm
kiss.
so behind on the chat.
Oh no! Speed round. Speed round. Yes. Sasha's here. Hello.
Sasha's been here for 6 minutes.
He's not that behind then. That temperature is just so wrong. Yup. Mars, it's okay. My husband keeps having cereal for dinner and we own a house. This is the millennialist reality. Yes. Hey, my friend and spirit twin, Dio, has breakfast for dinner all the fucking time because sometimes she just wants bacon and eggs.
Do you want to hear something extremely funny?
Hmm.
Way back in, let's see, it was right before I started high school, so it would be the summer of 2012. My friend and I made a YouTube channel, and our first video, that's the word, was called Cereal for Dinner, because we were eating cereal for dinner and just talking about our day. And we got a whole 2 videos up on that channel before we abandoned it.
I love that though. That sounds like such a fucking vibe.
It was so stupid.
There's no such thing as stupid, she says. And sometimes she is cringe as fuck, but it's fine. Sasha says, ice cream for lunch is an adult decision. It is the best kind of decision. I agree. Like I said, I will have, after this stream, my lunch is going to probably just consist of hot cheese and chips because I am a functioning grown adult with a body that is trying to kill itself. So we're going to have chips and cheese for dessert. Lunch. We're going to have
Good
some
enough.
dessert.
We're moving on.
We're moving on now. Somebody save me from myself. Not the house owning part. That's just special circumstances. Truth. I say from the basement of a house. Cult problems. Big same. Right?
I think it's referencing The Craft, maybe?
Maybe.
That's like culty, right? I haven't seen that in years.
I don't know.
You know what movie I love? The Crow.
Yeah.
That's such a good movie. It's like cringy in a good way.
Yeah, it's that like, yeah, I know what I'm watching. This is good. The series is also good too. I used to love the hell out of the series.
I haven't seen it.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, it was one of those like, the whole family knew that like I needed something to do when my mom worked, and my was it 1 grade or 2 grades, figured that she was going to fund me going to camp. And it wasn't like a sleepaway camp or anything. It was like you go to camp, then you come home, and then you go to camp the next day. And yes, there are some stories that I remember that, yes.
I mean, same.
What?
To the comment. I'm not going to say the statement out loud and leave audio evidence, but same.
Yeah. Right. Eyeballs. We just tried to make a channel years ago with uni friends about drunk reviews of books, but we never did it consistently enough and just gave up.
Okay, I have this idea for a podcast where I would call it What Plot, which is a fan fiction term, but it would just be me and whoever I have with me, and I just explain the plot of something to them.
Ooh.
I just think it would be so funny because the other day in bed, we were trying to go to sleep, and then Jacob just starts talking to me about this thing that he watched, and he went on for like 30 minutes describing everything that happened, and I'm like having a great time like asking questions and shit, and I'm like, I love explaining things to people. I should make this a podcast and have all my friends, and I just tell them things that happen in like books and movies and shit.
Do it.
If I had like good audio recording equipment, I would, but
that's fair. But I love the craft. Yes. Um, that's how it is here. And they have to guess what it is? Question mark.
No, I just say outright, this is this thing that I'm going to explain to you. Ask questions along the way. It'd be a very niche audience that would love this, but it would be for me anyway. It wouldn't be for anyone else.
I'm
I
here for it.
I spent a large portion of my childhood reading the Wikipedia summaries of movies that I couldn't find to watch. So,
I love that.
and I didn't know I was autistic until I was 20. Somehow.
Because that's how it works. I mean, I have a list of is it this? Is it this? Is it this? And one of these days, I'm just gonna go to the doctor with my little piece of paper and go, is any of this a thing? Because I have questions. I was thinking of doing something like that to develop story ideas. That sounds like fun. Like you tell a friend a log line of it, and they ask questions, and you develop it as an answer.
That's like what I did. Was that last year with my dragons book? And your husband just came in as like, I have all these questions.
Yeah. That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Sometimes I forget that I wrote that book, and that I just have this draft sitting somewhere on my computer.
That's hilarious. So, do we want to do another sprint?
We probably should.
Probably should. So I think we'll break out the gays. Since bees, gays, and lavender haze. We might not get to lavender haze.
Yeah, I don't think we're already an hour and 20 minutes in. To be fair, though, our first sprint was 44 minutes, so
yes.
we sprinted for like half the time.
Yes, that is still we're still good. There's no guilt. But yeah, we'll break out the bees, the gays, and the lavender haze. Oh yeah, since I closed that tab. Where'd it go? There it is. Found it. Blep. Blep. Okie dokie. We'll be right back after the gays. That was the end of that one. How'd it go?
I mean, I wrote 300 words, but mostly I was distracted on Tumblr.
Whoopsie! I finished notes for chapter 6. I'm now on chapter 7, but it's like, 5 minutes until this is over. This is a one sprint. This is a one chapter day, because by the time we're done, it's going to be lunch. And then after lunch, I usually don't give a fuck. So
Fair enough.
So then I spent the last 5 minutes looking at things that I can't specifically talk about because surprises are fun.
Does it have to be a surprise to me?
You already know.
Okay.
Yeah. Still looking at that stuff. It's fine.
Okay. I like knowing secrets.
Yes. Secrets are fun, especially when, it's like some people know and some people don't.
That's what a secret is, Crystal. That's just the definition of a secret.
I mean, when you're vocally about the fact, because secrets are supposed to be secrets, so you're not supposed to talk about the fact that you know the secret. But secrets are the most fun when you get to say that you have a secret out loud, but only so many know.
That's fair.
So that's what I mean. Secrets are the most fun when you get to tease people about it. That's what I was trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
I am chaos. So about the chat, how do we do? Finished Story Genius and watched half of the Preptober video.
Nice.
Yeah. Also, guys! That comment made me smile. Still trying to get this video into the editor.
Good luck, bestie.
Yeah, I'm sorry you're having such a struggle buzz. Molly says, the main thing I can retain is give yourself rewards for achieving words. And everything else escapes.
And nothing else is important.
No, rewards. You gotta treat yourself. Even because you go on an adventure, you treat yourself. You write your words, you treat yourself. You finish a project, you treat yourself. It's all about the treats. I am a walking fanged golden retriever. I respond well to treats.
Mood.
I was saying that because when I was at the college, we were talking about food, and I was just like, I am basically a dog in people clothes, because if you give me treats, I'm gonna be your best friend because I like food. Yeah. Hi, Stieg. No, I'm not going to try the French. As a Canadian who failed miserably at French and only passed because the teacher was nice to her, I'm not even going to try the accent. The mood to delete my YouTube videos and only make reels is getting stronger. Uh-huh.
I mean, you can leave the videos up.
Yeah. But the shorter you make them, then you make multiple ones, and then you have a video every single day. But it's only this big instead of this big. That's what I do. That's why I'm making reels and TikToks now mostly, is because it's this big instead of this big. Which reminds me, I have a couple of shorts I need to put up from the Baldur's Gate content streams. Like the time I pushed a dude off the boat, and the time that everybody failed a roll. I have clips for that. I gotta do something with at some point.
I want you to know that I have that one clip from Elden Ring where you fall off the side of the thing. I have that video bookmarked, and whenever I'm feeling sad or something, I go watch it a couple of times, and it makes me feel better.
That is awesome. So you're the reason why it's got so many goddamn views.
Yeah, it's all me.
I love it. Oh, I fucking love it. Yay. Not reels, just shorts. It's true. Or you could be like me, all three. Which I haven't done TikTok in a while. I should probably do something about that.
I keep meaning to post more of my shorts on Instagram, but most of the time, the music that I use in the background is from the free YouTube library. And so then I would have to go and find a different audio to replace it with to put it on Instagram. And it's just not worth it. But this month, I think I'm gonna, the shorts that I made for like each of the Revelry characters. I think I'm gonna find a new audio for those to upload to Instagram.
I recommend Stream Beats. I know I've said this a while ago, and it's been a minute, but they've got quality music. Like the one I use for my intro is from Stream Beats, and then the outro is made by Hubby. But the Stream Beats is really good.
See, what I do is I just go to the Reels page on Instagram and I type in the vibe I'm going for and I find an audio that someone else has used and I click use audio.
That too. The one that I got for what I'm doing for Preptober, I got that one from a phone editing app called CapCut. And I'm just like, spooky season. And that popped up and I'm like, this is the one I'm using. Yes. Yay. I meant that I am good said in French, but you just read it. And I felt like I said I was good. I mean, that is how I took it. You are correct. Because you walked into the after we've already said that Crystal is just having a awake not awake time. So my reading skills are so it exists in my head canon that you're good in French, Steve. Nikki says, I wish they let us do the same video for every platform. I think there are ways to do it, but like then watermarks happen and I have no idea. It's a time. So I like CapCut. Like when you make the video through it, it's like, do you want to post it on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook? And I'm like, yes. All of the above. Apologies. English isn't my first linguini. I love that. That needs to be on a shirt, Steve. You should get on that so that I can have one. Because then it would be ironic.
Yeah, English is your first linguini.
I mean, then it'd be ironic because I still suck at it.
I know English. My mouth doesn't. I sound perfectly fine in my head.
Also needs to be on a shirt. I know English. My mouth doesn't. I fucking love that.
It's like I know how to spell words. I misspell things a lot in like text and stuff, but that's just because my hands don't press the buttons correctly. I know what I'm trying to do.
Yep. You are specifically explaining my life right now. You should see how long it takes me to write a text message because when I see the spelling mistakes, I have to fix it. So it's like either I type something really fast and you notice all the spelling mistakes, or it takes me an hour to say something and it's somewhat still sucks. But, you know, it's fine. Everything is fine. How is it already noon?
You mean, how is it already nap time?
Yes. And also lunchtime. What am I going to have for lunch today?
Sandwich?
I was thinking about that. But, like, my problem is anything I want to do for lunch today requires me doing the dishes.
Yeah, I also have to do the dishes today. I also have to vacuum today.
Ew.
Yeah.
I could just eat chips and continue going on the research adventure. Yeah. Meep. Steve says, I listened to Hosier and editing with some writing from yesterday. Editing some writing. Where'd the with come from?
You're doing your best.
Yeah. I'm adding words. Do. But that's not new. Do. Well, it is now noon. So guess we want to do our introductions?
Y'all know who I am. Most of you, I assume, have bought my book. That's all I care about.
Get a second copy.
You didn't even let me say I was making a joke. That was definitely a joke. No one has to buy my book. It means a lot to me if you do, but you don't have to buy my book.
Dolly, you make the joke anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all know who I am.
I hope you know who I am because you're on my channel. So we'll be back tomorrow for Baldur's Gate 3.
You'll be back.
Yeah, I'll be back.
I'll be in the chat, maybe. Hopefully.
Yeah, I hope so. It's more fun with friends.
We'll see. Jacob keeps making fucking plans whenever I'm like, Crystal is streaming. And he's like, doesn't Crystal stream every day? I'm like, no, Crystal streams like once a week. And then you always make plans for that time.
Can you imagine what it'd be like if I streamed every day? It sounds exhausting.
It does.
Maybe I'll try that for... No.
Were you going to say for a month?
Yeah.
Maybe start off with like a weekend. Like a 4-day weekend. And see how that goes. Don't commit yourself to a whole month.
But that sounds like something I would do.
Oh god, Chloe is at the door. We have to go.
Okay. We'll see you tomorrow or Chaos Stream or Reels and Things, depending on wherever the hell you find any of us next. Do I have an outro? I do. Cool. Bye!